We have got another Glaceon deck here, guys. This one's a little bit different because it's got one Glaceon and one Vaporeon, two Palkia, and two Manaphy's. So obviously we want to get those Manaphy's up as quickly as possible to try and put energy onto Palkia and Eevee. Now, the idea of having a Vaporeon and a Glaceon means that you are going to be able to tailor this deck depending on who you're against. You might want to manipulate what is on your bench. So Manaphy is in the front with a Palkia behind it, and then sometimes you're going to want two Eevees, sometimes instead you'll want one Eevee and two Palkias. But if you are up against the Dialga EX with the Arceus EX, likely you're going to want to go the double Palkia route just to guarantee that you can get Palkias with tons of energy so that hopefully you can do a whole bunch of one-shotting. Otherwise, it does have one giant cape to help against the Muse with the Palkia, as well as any Arceus shenanigans that could come your way. Double Misties, double Leafs to help you do some maneuverability, one Cyrus, and the Rita to do some healing. Let's jump into some games, and hopefully you like this deck. So we're going first, so we get second energy. We're going to get the Palkia on the board. We will get the Eevee on the board. We pretty much have what we want. And then Sudowoodo is not going to be able to do too much damage to us. Likely we are going to be... let's do the Pokeball first. Alright, we'll get the other Eevee on the bench. So this is essentially the perfect bench for a deck like this, what we'd want. We are going to do Misty on Manaphy. Yep, it might go nuts, but you know what? It's either yes or no, essentially. And with one energy like that, that is going to just catapult this deck massively. Massively. We went from being behind on energies to now being up 3 energies, and he'll go into his first energy. So ultimately, this is great for us. And Sudowoodo is not going to be able to knock us out in turn 1. There's no reality where it can do that kind of damage to Manaphy. Against Eevee, obviously, it hurts a little more. And starting next turn, if it can get Lucario on the board, then it starts doing some serious damage. But either way, we are going to be a massive amount of energy ahead. Not to mention, well, no, I was going to say if there is a possibility, but we actually don't have the cards for it. But, I mean, if we end up getting Vaporeon right now, then we're also going to be in an even better spot. Alright, so let's, we just take the hit. We'll put the energy onto Palkia. Yeah, onto Palkia. Oceanic Gift. Let's get Eevee and Palkia up again, ready to go. And this is going to get Glaceon ready if it pops up. But it's also going to have Palkia ready if we do feel like we need to get a one-shot off. Obviously, energy is going to be going onto onto Marshadow. That would just make the most sense based on what we see, because he's trying to be prepared in case we go in to get a one-shot. But he definitely has a really, really good setup going too. I mean, just getting those extra energies does not guarantee us a win here. So we are definitely going to lose Manaphy here. And now we have to consider... what we're going to do is we're going to put an Eevee in the hopes that we get Glaceon. Obviously, that's... I can't believe we just top decked it that early. 12 cards left, get Glaceon. The reason we did it that way was because if we magically did get Glaceon, this would put us in a situation where it wouldn't be as bad. Main reason for that is because he can't come in with... Well... Technically, there is still a scenario where if he can get the other Lucario on the board, he can one-shot us. But if he doesn't, we can get a swap off and get a Dimensional Storm going for next turn. We also do have the healing possibility too, but I mean, well, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed that we just do not see another Lucario hit the board. We've had all the luck in the world. The question is, can we hold out for one more moment and not get a Lucario right now? Come on, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Don't make us wait. Oh, come on, come on. There we go. All right. So we're not out of the woods. We're definitely not out of the woods. But he has no energy on anything else. So we will absolutely take that. So what we are going to do is we're going to retreat here. Yep. Check. Get Palkia in. The one thing that's massively unfortunate is that Riolu is one energy away with a Cyrus, and we need one more turn to get the heal off we need. So we have to hope for the best that we do not just get beat up by a Riolu. This game has been the definition of lucky so far. So what is one more piece of chance? One more piece of chance. I mean, if anything, this game has just displayed how good this deck could be, but ultimately, a lot of this was just luck in the end. We even get the Vaporeon to close it out. I mean, so now that we get the Vaporeon, oh, you hate to see it. You almost feel bad. Then we can just do the washout, and that will be the game. Wow. Just about the luckiest possible game you could have. Alright, so let's get everything on the board. Now, we're not going to play that Eevee yet. Not yet. So let's... No, we're not going to play Professor's Research either. We're just going to go right into Misty. Right into Misty. Tough go. Alright, and that will be the end of our turn. We're just going to put the energy onto Palkia. Professor's Research probably should have been played first. I mean, obviously, now that we know it's a Tails, definitely it should have been, but... I mean, if we'd gotten the Manaphy, you know, it would have potentially changed things. But... maybe there was never ever going to be a Manaphy. Maybe there wasn't. Garchomp is up. Yep. Now the one thing that's nice is Garchomp is never going to be able to one-shot Palkia. That's good. The very minimum, it will be a swap in, do 50 and then 100. Or 100 and then 100. But because of that, we also don't really need to be in much of a rush to try to change the situation. Let's get both Palkias on the board. I think he's going to start doing things next turn. But we'll see. Well, there's a part of me that thinks he might go for Manaphy. Hard to know. The Irida definitely fudges up the math a little bit for him, so we're kind of just banking on that right now. And we also don't need to attack into Druddigon. Okay, now this is going to go on Manaphy, and we are definitely going to play this based off of forcing him to make a move. We do not need to make the first move on this. If he's going to give us lots of time, I'm totally happy with letting him get 2 Garchomps on the table. 2 Garchomps on the board is not going to hurt me. If he wants the time to do it. I'll use my Manaphy. We'll do a slow grow here. That's the thing, guys. Just because they got a tank in place doesn't necessarily mean you need to take it out. Unless you've got a deck that's designed to be very quick, right? Fortunate for us, we have a deck that's designed to... it can kind of be all over the place, right? Obviously, Misty can make it pick up. Glaceon early with like some sort of Manaphy swap can be really explosive too. But also, it could just be like exactly what we're doing right here. And we'll retreat this into Manaphy. Now we will get Vaporeon on the board. And we'll just start putting energies everywhere. Everywhere. Everybody gets an energy now. Wow, Vital, welcome. Vital, welcome in. Dude, how's it going? It's been a hot minute since we've seen ya. Been a very hot minute since we've seen ya. Alright, so he is forcing now the exchange. Now, the beauty of the situation now is Vaporeon is a very, very dangerous Pokemon. Very, very dangerous Pokemon. Because if he attacks the Palkia with all the energy, it won't matter. I can put all my energy onto the other Palkia and put it up to kill the Garchomp. So I've got a couple options right here. I also do have the ability to heal too. So maybe even killing Manaphy just to get a free, like get a point, and then it's like, okay, I just need to kill one more. I could almost get behind that too. But we've got enough energies here that we can throw down for a hot minute. We can definitely throw down for a hot minute. All right. So he does 50 damage. Now, what we can actually do to just preserve a little bit more damage is we can leaf this. Now, that's not gonna, you're right, we're not gonna get to heal if that's what you're thinking. Retreat. We'll go into our full HP Palkia. I think that's the way to do it. Yeah, let's do that. But what we are gonna do is we are going to put our giant cape down on the, actually, yeah, let's put the giant cape down on Palkia in the back. And what that does is that also means that next turn when we do play our Irida, it is going to heal both of our Pokemon at once. So we'll do the washout. Let's get a couple more energies up. And we'll do it again. Let's get the energy off of Manaphy now. And we are going to be able to double down and do our Dimensional Storm more than once. So, Dimensional Storm. Check. GG's, bro. This Elite Four Misty deck. She defends. But Misty was never part of the Elite Four. Nah. Never part of the Elite Four. So he's going to do a big hit on us. Yep. We knew that was going to come. We knew that was happening. Now we have the opportunity to do some healing. Or do we Cyrus? No, we don't Cyrus. Cyrus is not the right thing to do right now. We're going to get some more energy onto Palkia. We will wash out again. And then we will do a little bit of a heal. And then we still do have a little bit of energy and a little bit of opportunity with our Misty on another turn. But we will do another 20 damage to everything on the bench. On top of the fact that we now will also have the ability to Cyrus next turn. So if he doesn't get the other Garchomp on the board, then we will be able to definitely win. That's essentially what he's hoping for, is to get a second Garchomp on the board. And then come up and be able to one-shot this Palkia. That is likely the trajectory he's trying to get to. He's got the 3 energies on it. We are hoping that we don't see a Lucario, which we are seeing a Lucario. On the bright side, Lucario, oh, he does have energy now, so there we go. Because we can't do 40 damage at once. But this comes down to if he gets the evolution more than anything else. And he does not get the evolution. Okay, 1, 2, 3. We've got the leaf, and let's just close this out. So we will do the leaf here, and we will put in Vaporeon right now, and that will do our 60 damage that we need to pick up this last kill. So yeah, I mean, the one thing, guys, just to always remember is if somebody hides behind a Druddigon, if you've got a deck that has an engine builder, take advantage of that, because you don't need to break down the wall. You can force them to get past the wall if you have a good enough setup with some healing. Give us a subscribe on YouTube, drop a like. If you want to follow us on any of our socials, we hope to see you there, and we will see you in the next video.